It is an honor to be here today, and I tried to make it around to each table to be able to thank you and to let you know what an honor it is. And I'm humbled to be in a room full of dignitaries. Who in this room is not a dignitary? And so the fact that I'm in such a highly esteemed crowd speaks a lot, or speaks highly of Concord as a city. I do want to give a bit of a shout out to the Hilton of Concord. The reason why was Hilton Concord was awarded the governor's 2013 Environmental and Economic Leadership Award for outstanding commitment to sustainability and the environment last month in Sacramento. So congratulations to Hilton. And it is my duty now to introduce my colleagues, beginning with Vice Mayor Ron Leone. If you would stand and just give us a little wave. Councilmember Eddie Brisson. Councilmember Dan Helix, the General. And then Councilmember Laura Hoffmeister. And then I do also want to recognize our awesome staff that we have here at the City of Concord, and beginning with Mark Kuhn, who is our City Attorney, Valerie Baroni, our City Manager, Scott Johnson, Assistant City Manager, Joan Carrico, Parks and Recreation Director, Victoria Walker, Community and Economic Development Director, Justin Azell, Public Works Director, Kay Weiner, our Human Resources Interim Director, as well as Tom Coleman, Information Technology Department, Karen Reed, the Finance Director, as well as Mike Wright, who has the wonderful job of the Reuse Project Director for the Concord Naval Weapons Station, and he's done an awesome job with that. All of our staff have been awesome, so I want to thank all of our city employees for all that you have done. Thank you very, very much. I have not forgotten anybody. I do want to recognize a person that I work with. He is my boss, and that is Chief Guy Swanger of the Police Department, who is an awesome, awesome chief. Thank you very much for what you do. The reason why I saved him to last is simply because I want to offer condolences to BART Officer Sergeant Tom Smith, who right now, today, they are honoring him through a memorial or a funeral service. And so if you don't mind, being a critical response chaplain and chaplain with the Concord Police Department, I would like to take the next 10 seconds or so for a moment of silence for that family. And then with us today are some of our elite and special officers from the Concord Police Officers Association, and our Concord Police Department is a great, great department. I get to work with them, and if you will allow me to at least give honor to our Police Officers Association President, Adam Hart, if you would just kind of wave your hand back there. Thank you very much. Before I get started with the actual content of the mayor's speech today, I do want to make an announcement, a very important announcement, in which I will be hosting a mayor's coffee break on a quarterly basis. It means that the president or an executive from each business is invited to have coffee with the mayor, the vice mayor, the city attorney, city manager, assistant city manager, and all the department heads, basically the executive team. The purpose of it is, well, the kind of the coin name of this coffee break is called Where Business and the City Meet. It's an opportunity to meet staff and share information, express ideas, and just simply get to know each other. And the first meeting, as announced, will be Thursday, March 27th at 8 a.m. right here at the Hilton. So I look forward to getting to meet some of you once again as you come and do a little coffee break with the mayor and the executive team. Now, the way I understand it, the governor just last week delivered the State of the State address. He did so in about 17 minutes. Now, in proportion to budget, landmass, and population, that means today I have about 0.05 seconds to deliver this message. Now, seriously, $102 billion general budget in 17 minutes, not counting all the other important issues of California, that's more than just what I would say a 35,000-foot elevation. The governor needed the Hubble telescope to see it from where he was at. And so today I'll try to zoom in a little bit closer. And you know, government has its moments. It really does. I was in Sacramento last week. I serve on a committee with the League of Cities called Community Services Committee. And I thought it was really interesting how government just has its moments. So the representative or director from HEAL comes in to make a presentation. Now, HEAL is not something, you know, churchy or spiritual. It's healthy eating and active living. So while the director of HEAL is giving the presentation to our committee, we're all enjoying lunch, potato chips, sugar cookies, Coke. And, you know, government just has its moments. A tradition we've followed in Concord is to have the mayor present comments on the state of our city. And I'm very proud to be a part of this tradition. And let's start with a broad and panoramic view of where I feel we are today, January 29th, 2014. Then, like a camera lens recording a film, let's pan or zoom in on some of the specific details, a close-up, if you will, on examples that illustrate why we are so bullish on where we're going, that is, our future. I hope my examples will give you the idea of the expansive nature of where we are, because that's how I feel about our city. I believe that we are truly on the road to recovery, and all the signs are indication that this is true. 2014 will be a great year for Concord. Now, what if Concord could go from a dot on a map to a star on the globe? Concord is no stranger to challenges. The Great Fire of downtown in 1917, Concord survived. The Depression of the late 1920s, Concord survived. The desolation of downtown in the 60s and 70s from the building of a mall and strip malls, Concord survived. The horrific recession beginning in 2007 or 2008, depending on what political party you belong to. Thanks to the thoughtful citizens of Concord, for Measure Q, we are surviving. The loss of redevelopment, and yes, my chair, Concord is surviving. Even though the city employees have joined in the effort to deal with unfunded liabilities, there is still ground to make up in which staff and council together are aggressively going after. And yes, I will tell you today, Concord will survive. Concord has proven it knows how to survive whatever challenges that may come its way. John, would you come and just kind of take that and put it right in front here? I want to test the vision of the people that we have here in this room. Move it right up to the front, all the way. I want you to tell me, what do you see right now? What do you see right now? You see a blue dot. That's survival. What about all of this area out here? All you focused on was the dot. But today, I want to focus on more than just the dot. Today is a new day. Opportunity stands and knocks on our door. Survival may have kept us. It is vision that will escort us into a spectacular future. Vision causes sight to look far past survival. Vision sees downtown as a thriving destination, the Monument Corridor as a viable contributor to commercial vitality, and the Concord Naval Weapons Station as a diamond in the rough. Few cities are ever afforded the opportunity to rebrand itself and write a greater future than what was ever anticipated. The success of a united community is dependent upon the physical, the emotional, and the mental health of those within the community. And by the way, if you're coughing or you're sneezing today, you've eaten lunch at the wrong place. They're serving down at John Muir right now, and if you just hold your breath till you get there, they'll save the rest of us from catching your virus. So, seriously, I do want to thank philanthropist Ken Hoffman and others like him who have made it possible to reach further than previously thought possible to save lives. Did you know that the John Muir Concord Medical Center is only one of 2 hospitals in the entire Bay Area to implant the newly approved defibrillator for patients at risk of sudden cardiac arrest? The Monument Crisis Center, under the direction of Sandra Shearer, has profoundly impacted the health of our community by serving 60,000 individuals, receiving 128,000 pounds of donated food, and having served 1 million meals each and every year. The center is not alone. The Food Bank of Contra Costa and Solano counties, Impact Monument, multiple shelters, and local organizations are always ready to provide the needed assistance and support for Concord. You see, by working with the police department, there has been an effective and compassionate homeless initiative that has been implemented to provide services and resources to those homeless that are seeking assistance. And I do want to give a big shout out to the community impact team and resource provider, Doug Stewart. Simultaneously, because of an established difference between the homeless and then the criminal that's cloaked behind the homeless, we've been able to provide service and resource to the homeless that are in need. But we've also been able to differentiate from that criminal that's hiding behind that cloak so that we can properly and appropriately deal with them. Now, with all that said, there is still one link missing. It has been said that over 50% of all crime in America involves someone that has been involved in domestic violence in some way. It is imperative that a family justice center, a regional family justice center, is established right here in Concord. By reaching out to victims of domestic violence, there is no doubt that we will decrease crime rates, especially among the youth of our society. I'm happy to announce that Senator Mark DeSaulnier, Assemblymember Susan Bonilla, Supervisor Karen Mitchoff, District Attorney Mark Peterson, Sheriff David Livingston, my colleagues on the council, and over 20 service providers, as well as 50 community leaders, are supporting me in my initiative to raise up the Regional Family Justice Center right here in Concord as soon as humanly possible. Who would have ever thought that an academy from Mount Diablo High School, under the direction of teacher Cindy Gershon, would be sending 16 students to the Bronx and to Harlem to teach about healthier food and menu options for children and schools? Well, it's happening, and their recipes are published in this book, which is currently in the top 300 of 30,000 books on the New York bestsellers list. So a shout out to Mount Diablo High School and Mount Diablo Unified School District. Thank you. There is 1.8 million square feet of retail space with a vacancy rate of 4.76%. And there is 5.8 million square feet of office space with 3.9 million is Class A with a vacancy rate of 14%. Now, Concord has 8,300 businesses, 23.4 million in sales tax revenue, and 3.4 million in business license revenue. Concord's economic development team, under the direction of John Montag, has clear direction to promote and market the 631,000 square feet that is still available. Better yet, I will help as your mayor. If there's a business out there that is thinking about coming to Concord, call me. I'll do whatever I can do to reach out and help convince them that Concord is the best place to do business. And I hope you would help as well. Indicators are showing recovery. However, the recovery rate is only keeping up with the natural growth and not at a rate that truly reflects the recovery levels of prior to the recession. We cannot be satisfied with just what happens to come our way. We must purpose to find and take what is best for Concord. The coin is in the fish's mouth. To explain that a little better, more fish, more coins. For the city, more businesses mean more revenue. Recently, Concord has become home to the California Health Exchange, bringing over 200 jobs into the local economy. Restaurants such as Lucille's and Lazy Dog, 15,000 square foot Dollar Tree, Fresenius with over 500 jobs. The auto dealer Mazda is now in Concord and Audi is expanding. Phase 2 of the Renaissance Project is moving forward. 2 more breweries joining Black Diamond Tap Room and E.J. Fairs is Pig and Pickle. I don't understand it. And Hop Grenade. Uniqlo which is a very popular clothing store, is locating at the mall. And Ulta Beauty is coming to Concord, but they've made no promises of making the council look any better. Now, in addition, Concord has just renewed the contract with Live Nation. And we are pleased with the earnest money of $3.7 million with no strings attached as an investment to facility upgrades and capital improvements of what is, I believe now, the Concord Pavilion. No longer sleeping at the train, but we are now Concord Pavilion with over 75 concerts in the first 5 years. We are excited about that, and there is going to be 300 tickets per concert that will be made available to residents before tickets go on sale to the general audience. And they've also agreed that the establishment of an Arts and Entertainment Advisory Committee as well as an educational outreach program. I do want to make mention and say that we are very thankful as a city to Sleep Train for their sponsorship of our pavilion and the experiences that we've had under their sponsorship. However, now as it is turned back to Concord and the Concord Pavilion, we are looking forward to not just having good days, we are looking forward to having greater days out there at the pavilion. Now, downtown, it is true, Grant Street can become Concord's Santana Row. Picture a custom designed street with complementing sidewalks dressed on each side with early California architecture. It's a red carpet invitation from BART Station to the downtown district, which is going to be rich and is rich in performing arts and cultural entertainment that includes a nationally recognized Music in the Park series, a highly favored farmers market, antique fairs, brew festivals, possibly even a winter fest, and a myriad of community events. And they all go to support a robust business economy downtown. But why would we want to stop there? What about a performing arts center? A well-known branded hotel and conference center to join the other fine hotels of a newly formed T-bid to serve the local business, travel, and conference needs. Yes, recently, a number of hotels in Concord united with the Tourism Business Improvement District tax for the purpose of promoting Concord as the place to travel to. In similar manner, 17 auto dealers united and combined their resources to promote the auto industry in Concord, thanks to the leadership of former Mayor Ron Leone. Thank you, Ron, for your hard work in that area. Now, the Vice Mayor and I currently sit on the committee that is fully committed to the vision of downtown Concord as a vibrant destination for the entire region. As you leave today, I invite you to take a look at what is out there on the easels, and these are fresh aerial views that have underneath been moderated or changed to accommodate some potential development. And we want your opinion on those kind of issues with the downtown development. It is not difficult to observe the excitement of a decorative crosswalk while passing through Four Corners intersection. In addition, you will also notice a new Walgreens, a new 7-Eleven, a new Cragen's Auto Store, as well as updates coming to a few current businesses along Monument Boulevard. PG&E, they're currently constructing their new 37,000 square foot power grid control center on Detroit that will add 90 new jobs to Concord. The project itself employed over 250 construction workers in the past year. Costco expanded into the new employee parking lot to accommodate their growing membership. The fact is, the Monument Corridor has within it the potential to push forward economic vitality in a city while fostering an environment that is rich in culture. There is an abundance of opportunity for smart growth in this area already rich in culture and balanced with industry and commercial business. Now, there is no greater opportunity to come Concord's way, at least since Councilmember Healy first served as mayor in 1972. There's no greater opportunity to come Concord's way than that of the Concord Naval Weapons Station. Everything about it screams opportunity. The most recent action is the RFQ, which is a request for qualification in search of a master developer. There are 5,046 acres with 69% of the land committed to open space and recreational facilities. Now, a glimpse of vision paints a PGA class golf course on the side of the hills flanked by a hotel, lodge, and conference center. A world-class sports complex could serve as an anchor to the professional sports environment while acting as an incubator for future athletes of all ages. The statement was made, as education goes, is as cities go. Contra Costa County is the only county in the state of California with a population of over 1 million that does not have a 4-year state college or university. That can change by dedicating land for higher education in the city of Concord and on the Concord Naval Weapons Station. It's time to provide our young people in this county with a place to go for higher education beyond college or beyond junior college and apprenticeship programs. And it is my effort to see and push forward to seeing a conglomerate or whatever we can work on to get higher education on the Naval Weapons Station. The statement was made along with as education goes, but the statement was made about how important North BART Station was. The North Concord BART Station is a catalyst for successful residential and commercial development. Now, whether it is housing, whether it's commercial or industrial development, it is imperative that prevailing wage jobs are created and positions are filled locally by those who have been properly trained through proven apprenticeship programs. Time and again, the general has drilled into me, prior planning prevents poor performance. Again, prior planning prevents poor performance. The general would say, repeat after me, prior planning prevents poor performance. I march to that phrase in the morning when I wake up. But I come from that with this: vision sees opportunity. There's no better time than now for the Chamber of Commerce and other business associations to foster an environment of creativity and innovation. What has been presented is a result of seeing things as they are not. It is choosing to believe that anything is possible when the whole community collectively unites with a common purpose. This is more than just some fantasy gone wild. There's no room for fear. Fear doesn't change life. It only simply keeps people from living it. Now is the time to build partnerships, set high goals, and then invest everything you have into reaching those goals. Today is bursting with opportunity to accomplish what aforetime was reserved for someone else. It's your day to put your business over the top. Okay, now, maybe I did speak as long as the governor did, but this is home, and this is what we love. And together, we will do everything we can to grow this city successfully. It's time for Concord to go from a dot on the map to a star on the globe. Thank you very much.